Good morning. Happy Sunday to all. Thank you for joining. I'm Sari, one of your Spiritual View crew readers. Today is Sunday, November the 17th, 2024. Can't believe it's already almost mid-November or is mid-November. And we just went through a full moon and it was very powerful, a super moon. And if you did not catch our live on Friday, Dawn gave an excellent overview of the full moon and its meaning for each of us. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. We do daily content 7 days a week. We do lives on Mondays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're returning to the channel, thank you for joining us. And today's message, I'm going to pick up where Wendy left off in the Saturday video. I was inspired by Wendy because we've been talking about what does it mean to do the work? And we're going to be having more conversation and more dialogue. But as we are entering this time of the new earth energies coming into the planet, the energies of love, of peace, of kindness, compassion, harmony, balance, and those old energies leaving our old world order, we are all going through this ascension process. And as we are letting go and purging those things that no longer serve us. And so doing the work is allowing us to be on the highest frequency and the highest timeline that we can as we are ascending into these new earth energies. And so I wanted to ask the question, and I'm sure for some of you, I know it is for me, what there might be something that you're still struggling with to either purge or let go of. It could be an old habit, whether that be overeating, drinking too much. It might be shopping online. It could be being in a toxic relationship, or it could be being nice to your family members because you feel obligated, but yet you put up with a lot of bad behaviors. Whatever it is for you, if you were just to sit for a moment and think about one thing that you are still struggling with or having to work on as we continue to shift our energies. And so I know what it is for me, and I have been working, but it's obvious that I still have more work to do. And so I asked Spirit the question with that one thing. So if you took a moment and just said, here's my one thing, if I'm really honest and I look myself in the mirror and I am honest with myself, again, what is that one thing that I need to change? I need to transition out of. I need to leave the relationship, whatever it is for you. Think of that one thing. And then I said, Spirit, what is your message today that you want to bring that can help us kind of bust through some of the resistance and some of the challenges that we have been facing? When I'm talking, my hand keeps going up and down, so I apologize. I keep having to lower my hand. So I talk too much with my hands. So if you keep seeing the hand being raised, that's me. Anyway, so to get us started, if you look at this journey of letting go of that one last thing that still stands in your way and it keeps coming back, what is that for you? So I ask, which archangel is here to help us? These are angelic messages, and it's hard to see this, so I'm going to pull it back. This is Archangel Jeremiel. And this archangel, it says, learn from your challenges, relax, and trust. Jeremiel is an angel of hope who supports your visions and dreams, though not always in the way that you might anticipate. They said choosing this card suggests it's time to move beyond a stumbling block in your life and hope and courage. Your guidance is to look at your challenges, see them as an opportunity for growth, and decide what you can learn from each of these. So as you are looking at this one thing that's still in your craw that you're trying desperately to work on and to master or to let go of, this archangel is with you, and ask for Archangel Jeremiel to be with you to help you release any stumbling block that's getting in the way of your ability to conquer this and to move on. The second angelic message, and it's really very similar, and this is called learning experience. Okay. And it says, You've dedicated a lot of your time, effort, and energy to understanding yourself and the world around you. And many experiences recently have been great teachers for you. When this card appears to you, angels are acknowledging the challenges and obstacles that you have surmounted recently. Although it may have been a difficult time for you, your faith and inner strength have increased. Know that the cloud has a silver lining and you will soon have moved beyond the feeling of being stuck. So the angels' messages are call on Jeremiel to help unblock whatever that could be standing in your way of making the progress that you seek. And be honest to look at yourself in the mirror. You don't have to talk to anyone else. You can just look straight at you and look yourself, or I'm looking at myself in the mirror to say, what is it that I either need to let go of or to change, to move past, because this no longer is part of my life. This is no longer serving me. It probably never did. And some of us are addicted to relationships, and sometimes very toxic ones. So kind of stepping back and being honest with yourself to say, where's the resistance coming from if I haven't been able to let it go? What do I need to really acknowledge and be honest about with respect to being stuck or not being able to see the progress that we seek? So I got a couple of oracle cards to guide us today, and I'm going to pull from the Love of Dragons. And we've been getting keys all week long in our readings, and this is called the key holder. We've all heard how gratitude is the key, but few of us realize how many doors that gratitude opens. When times are tight and pressures are high, circumstances can seem locked up. When times are good and tensions are low, our opportunities seem so wide open that we may not know which way to choose. No matter what situation you're facing, gratitude creates a key to unlock the blocked paths, and clarity helps us choose the right door. Let go of fear and resistance. So there's something about it's okay to have learning along the journey, and just being open and releasing any resistance will allow you to have the key to open the door to the solution that is best for you moving forward. And whether it be healing something, a relationship, behavior, walking away from something that doesn't serve you, whatever that is very important in terms of focus. And of course, I forgot to bring out the numerology of this. It's a 31, which goes to 4. And 4s are about building a stability and a foundation of success. The second card I pulled, this is from the Shaman's Dream. And I pulled the Netcaster. And this is preparations come to fruition, a surprise, a result beyond expectation. It's a 42, and this is a 6. And 6 is, of course, it's Gemini energy, also the lovers. And so this card talks about it's time for you to stop praying for the fish, for they have arrived. It's time that you cast your net, lest they swim away. It's been so long since your prayers were answered that you've forgotten how to receive what's being offered to you. So some of you, it may be right in front of you, your solution, and you may have let the fish swim away. So for those of you who are right on the cusp of finding that success, have you not paid attention, or are you paying attention to spirit to say, stop praying for the fish because the fish are here and it's time to cast the net? Now, this can also mean in the netcaster that you could have been snared in someone else's trap or energy, and it's time to go free. It might feel comfortable even as the net around you begins to tighten. Do not wait until it suffocates you before you must realize you need to escape and run for your life. It is still early enough to exit gracefully. Bide your time until all conditions are right. Go to your place of stillness and quiet and watch for the signs of when to act. So it's saying to us that if you are doing the work, look for the fish to be there and fish when it's appropriate. Otherwise, the fish swim away. And if you need to exit a relationship, it's time to exit that relationship and do it in a way that brings honor to you, but honors the other person, if that's possible. I next asked Spirit to give us some message from the runes, and I used these last weekend. This is old Viking and Scandinavian tradition through the use of symbols. So very similar to tarot cards, but these are ancient symbols. And so I pulled a rune for what is the situation with this release that we're trying to come up with. And so this is around growth, okay? This rune is a message or a rune of growth. And so I'm just going to read you a little bit about the essence of what this means. So the situation about this one thing that we've been working on to release or to stop or to transition. This is the rune of growth, rebirth, and the birch tree. It represents fertility. The growth may occur in affairs of the world, family matters, and relationship to the self or self to the divine. It leads to blossoming and ripening. It's concerned with the flow of beings into their new forms. What is called here is to consider your issue with care and awareness. Disperse any resistance, then accomplish the work. For this to happen, you must be clear in control, your motives correct. Any dark corners should be cleansed, and this must be carried out diligently and sometimes with help. Modesty, patience, fairness, and generosity are all called for here. So this is around recognizing that we've probably been having resistance as we are trying to change and shape our behaviors. And again, this has been a pattern perhaps, and it's been in resistance mode and therefore being blocked in terms of coming to final resolution. The challenge is, and this symbol is called standstill, all right? And what this actually in essence means is we haven't actually seen the manifestation of the work yet. So many of you are doing the work, but you just have not seen anything manifest. So it's frustrating and you feel like you're going back to ground zero, or it's Groundhog Day. You're starting over the same day again and again. And it says, this means being patient, for this is the period of gestation that precedes a rebirth. So in order to get a rebirth, we actually have to have what they call gestation. And so again, it says, submit and be still, for what you're experiencing is not necessarily the results of your actions or habits, but rather arises from conditions about which you can do nothing. So this is your message. The challenge is you're at a standstill and it's time to listen, go within, and understand that there is this silver lining that's coming to the other side. And this is Spirit's last message moving forward. And this rune is called separation. Now, this one is reversed, so it's upside down, but I'm going to read you Spirit's message moving ahead. And this is the, hold on. This is the rune of retreat, separation, and inheritance. And because it's reversed, it says, this is not a time to be bound by old conditioning. So part of the issue that we may find ourselves in is that we've been conditioned all of our lives to either believe a certain truth, or we've just always done things a certain way, either with family or relationships. Consider not only what will benefit you, but will benefit others, and act according to the light you possess now in your life. Because you may be called to undertake a radical departure from your old ways, total honesty is required. Otherwise, through negligence or refusal to see clearly, you may not see the way ahead. So remember, and it says, and when receiving this rune, we do without doing and everything gets done. We do without doing and everything gets done. So there's something that says pulling back and being introspective, being honest, looking in the mirror and saying, what is it that I actually really want to have in my life? And if so, then I may have to be still and know that there are things going in the background and to keep going, but stillness and quietness and going within to understand what is the resistance? Why haven't we been able to break through? And so those are the messages coming from the Book of Runes. And then I said, Spirit, give us 3 last messages. If we can get rid of the resistance, if we can be honest with ourselves and look at the mirror of this behavior or this relationship, whatever it means for you, and we do the work and we continue to focus on our efforts, what can we expect as we look forward? The first card I got, and this is from the Witch's Tarot, and this is the Four of Wands, and this is all around creating the foundation for success. Now, I did pull the 4 card with the angel number, so here's 2 4s. And again, this is around laying the foundation for success. The next card I got, and we actually got this, the 6th card, this is the Lovers. And so this is all about choice. Are we going to stay in this old energy, or are we going to do the work and to bust through? It is a choice that each of us have. And if you've been in this repetitive pattern or cycle, what is it going to take to bust through? Insight, honesty, looking yourself at the mirror, patience, but continuing to double down on the work. Ask your angels for guidance. Ask for divine support from the archangels, Jeremiel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael for healing. And the last message from Spirit is the Queen of Pentacles. This is a beautiful energy of nurturing self. She is wise, she is kind, she has a great spirit of generosity, and she knows how to manifest. So Spirit says, if you do the work and you are ready to bust through to the other side, you have a great chance with the Four of Wands of laying that foundation of success. But again, with the Lovers card, this is Gemini energy. You've got to make the choice to say, this is what I choose. This is where I'm leaning in and how I'm doing the work. And the last message, this beautiful energy of manifestation, generosity, seeing things manifest in the material world around you. You're going to see that start to come through. So this is actually a message of hope, hope that you will see the results of your efforts, and you'll start to see changes, things that you're letting go of, relationships that no longer serve, whatever it means for you, that you are doing the work and asking for the right angelic support that will help you break through to the other side. And last message from Spirit, bonus card today. I'm just going to pull Knight of Wands. Okay, and fast moving energy. So don't wait. This is one of the message. Don't wait for the net or the fish to show up. The fish are already here. So take action and move like the Knight of Wands, which is fast moving, goes after what he wants. And again, this is a time, it's a little bit of an oxymoron because it's saying you may have had resistance and you may need to go within, but once you know the path and once you know what you need to do, then make haste, go for it. Find the fish that are already out there and bring them into your net and cultivate and manifest what you want. And this will be yours. So the messages of hope are here. I think that there's opportunity again to manifest a new timeline for you. And as we are in this ascension journey, we cannot hold on to the things that no longer serve us, whether the universe is going to bring us a tower to do it for us, or we are doing the work and we're doing it on our own. So with that, I wish you a happy Sunday. Please join us tomorrow live at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be pulling some cards and talking about the energy of the week. And again, we are so very grateful for your support, your love, and your kindness to each of us. We are all light workers here together to support one another in our individual and collective growth and our collective consciousness together. We love you. And again, happy Sunday. May it be peaceful, serene, and get some rest because it's going to be a big week ahead. All right. Thanks again.